Well, thanks for joining us for your news at noon on this Tuesday afternoon. I'm Jurnee Taylor. Let's start with meteorologist Tracy Bean because the weather just keeps getting better and better. And Tracy, I just said it just 2 seconds before. Goodbye, Francine.
Bye-bye. Yes, we are happy she has moved on. We are looking at plenty of sunshine out there today. It feels so much better. We all needed just a little bit of that sunny sky just to make us feel good. So things out there right now, mid-80s. It feels nice. And those temperatures will continue throughout this week, and so will that sunshine. It's a good news ahead. We are going to start to warm up just a little bit for your Wednesday, looking for a high of 88, and there's more sun to come on Thursday. Look at that. We've got 90 degrees. Now, we are looking for those 90-degree temperatures to continue, but here's the funny part. On Sunday, that is the official first day of fall. But I don't think Mother Nature got that note because we are looking for those 90-degree temperatures to continue. So just 5 days away as we are heading into that autumn time, but I'm sure we'll see those cool temperatures here before long. But for now, we're going to talk about sunny skies and a beautiful weekend ahead. Stay with me. We're going to talk more about that forecast coming up.
All right, Tracy, thank you. TV11 is your election central, and today marks National Voter Registration Day. You still have about 3 weeks to make sure you're registered to vote in the November general election. Sample ballots are available online right now, so you can familiarize yourself with what's at stake. Remember, the deadline to register is October 7th, and Election Day is on November 5th. We're now 49 days out from the election. A new poll out by Talk Business and Politics and Hendrix College shows the range of support for 3 ballot issues across the state. The survey asked nearly 700 people how they would vote on each measure. 86% say they will vote for the rule to expand how lottery proceeds are used for scholarship funds. 42% voted for the Arkansas Casino Amendment, to just about 28% against, but about a third of voters say they are still undecided. The medical marijuana amendment shows 54% in favor and about 35% are against it. Of course, we have been conducting a survey as well. It's not a scientific poll, but it's helping guide us in our coverage these last months on the campaign. It's available right now on TV11.com, or you can text the word VOICE to 501-376-1111, and we'll send the link straight to your phone. Schools across our area and the rest of the country are continuing to see threats circulating on social media. Districts say they'll investigate and take the necessary precautions, which could include prosecuting those behind the threats. Lauren Spencer from our Northwest Arkansas affiliate reports.
We're working together with them to investigate these, to see if they're credible, and to see if there needs to be any charges.
On Monday morning, the Fort Smith Police Department sent out a message to parents saying threats like this one, which says during a pulled fire alarm there'll be a shooting, are taken seriously.
There was nothing directed towards the Fort Smith Public School District. It was a general threat.
Chief Eric Huber for the Fort Smith Public Schools Police Department says they always take necessary precautions and their schools are designed to combat this.
With secure vestibules, having our schools completely logged at all times. It's an increased police presence, the utilization of our artificial intelligence on our camera systems as well for our weapons detection systems. We will prosecute them to the full extent.
That's something Crawford County prosecuting attorney Kevin Holmes knows. He says even if that threat is fake or just a joke, they're going to investigate and take action, which kids and teens need to take seriously.
Anytime there's a juvenile that's involved with a threat or with a gun, they have to see a judge in Crawford County. If it's less than 14, then we're going to stay in the juvenile system, and so they're going to be on juvenile probation. They're going to have to take classes.
For a misdemeanor.
If it's a misdemeanor, it's up to a year in the county jail or a $2,500 fine.
Or a terroristic threat felony. At age 16, any felony that's committed, they can be charged as an adult.
So in a terroristic threat, that's a D felony. It's at its worst, so that's up to 6 years in the Department of Corrections, or up to a $10,000 fine. And it's dangerous to make those threats. It's dangerous for our community. It's dangerous for the individual that's making those threats. It's not worth it.
Well, in 2019, Arkansas lawmakers passed a law making any threat against schools a Class C felony that could mean 3 to 10 years in prison and a fine of up to $10,000. Police body cam footage shows the arrest of Ryan Wesley Ralph, the man accused of trying to assassinate former President Donald Trump at his golf club in West Palm Beach over the weekend. President Biden said Monday that the Secret Service needs more help before he spoke to Trump on the phone. Former President Trump is back on the campaign trail today with a town hall in Michigan. Music mogul Sean P. Diddy Combs arrested last night, charged with sex trafficking, racketeering, conspiracy, and transportation to engage in prostitution. In March, Diddy's home in LA was raided by Homeland Security, and he has been under intense scrutiny since a lawsuit was filed about his ex-girlfriend Cassie last November, accusing him of raping her.
He's got the full weight of the federal government down on him, and they were patient. They took their time after the raids. So this is going to be extremely difficult for him to defend himself against.
Legal experts say a conviction could see a prison sentence in the double digits. Combs and his representatives have denied all accusations. Well, we're learning new details about what led up to the deadly implosion of the Titan submersible on its way to the wreck of the Titanic. The dive ended in tragedy last year, killing all 5 people on board. Roxana Saberi has more on what a Coast Guard investigation has uncovered.
Would you have felt comfortable as the director of engineering going down in the Titan submersible?
I told him I'm not getting in it.
A former engineering director at OceanGate, the company that made the Titan submersible, testified on Monday the vessel was riddled with problems for years before making its final fatal attempt to reach the Titanic shipwreck.
Once they asked me to sign off on the idea that they're going to put passengers and go to the Titanic, and told them no.
Tony Nissen said OceanGate co-founder Stockton Rush was often focused on keeping costs low and staying on schedule, and that when Nissen didn't approve a test expedition after finding a crack in the Titan's hull, Rush fired him.
When did you get fired?
June 2019. Because I wouldn't let him go to the Titanic.
The Coast Guard also revealed that the Titan later suffered more than 100 equipment issues on several test dives, and at one point was left uncovered in a parking lot for 7 months, exposed to heat and snow.
There's some things that I saw in this presentation that are disturbing.
This new photo of the Titan's tail cone found on the ocean floor was shown for the first time on Monday. And in this animation, the Coast Guard revealed the haunting last messages from the crew to the support ship, the Polar Prince. One text reading, "All good here," at approximately 10:14 a.m., before all tracking and communication was lost around half an hour later. The Coast Guard later determined the Titan had imploded, killing Rush and the 4 other passengers instantaneously. For CBS Mornings, I'm Roxana Saberi.
Happening today, city leaders gathered at the Port of Little Rock to give an update on current and future development coming to the area. Voters approved a public bond back in 1963 to build the port, and in the years since, several major industries have committed to serving the city. Ward 1 Director Virgil Miller says the growth continues to be an opportunity and a challenge.
I see people. I see families. I see people coming to Little Rock. And what that means is that we got to be prepared for all of that.
Also announced today, according to the Bureau of Labor Statistics, there are more people employed in Little Rock than ever before, more than 370,000. Building trust and transparency, that is the goal of a new project for the capital city. It's a comprehensive record of each city department's goals and areas of improvement. Well, today at noon, THV11's Ashley Godwin shows us how you can use it and the city's plans to use this data.
It's a 144-page book about all the city departments and what their goals are and what they could do better.
Truly using performance measures to tell the story of the city.
Rockfolio, a comprehensive report of how each Little Rock department is meeting their goals. It's to help give transparency to those living in the city, but also to help hold the city accountable.
Creating goals inside of the individual departments and allowing the departments to go through and try to hit those goals.
The report was created after each department head listed what they want to see improved throughout the year. This first edition of the portfolio will be the baseline for how successful the city is in the future. For example, the Department of Emergency Communications had multiple complaints of delayed answer times for 911, some calls even going unanswered. At the time of publish, the city says 92% of calls are answered in 20 seconds. The goal is to have 95% of those calls answered, as well as getting 100% staffed.
So for us to not be fully staffed, but still to be above 90% is pretty good. However, there's an opportunity for us to do better and improve.
The city plans to release an updated version of Rockfolio twice a year, once during mid-year and the other at the end of the year, hoping this will give them a better idea of what's working and what's not.
It's about telling a story, using the work of the city of Little Rock, and helping us achieve better.
Rockfolio is online right now. We have the link at thv11.com. In Little Rock, Ashley Godwin, THV 11 News.
Still to come on THV 11 News at noon, a gas fire burning overnight in Texas has people evacuating their homes. We have an update coming from Houston.
Well, it's a beautiful afternoon ahead, and those temperatures are on the rise. Stay with me. We're going to talk about those temperatures right around the 90s as we head into fall this weekend. Coming up in my forecast after the break.